two guys who are in camp but are looking for the new contract. First, Trevor Lawrence in camp. He's there working out with Jacksonville. He's awaiting a new deal. And then your quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, in camp. Adam Schefter reports not close to a new deal.
Yeah,
but Tua is going to work, and he's showing up there. It's the thing to do, I think. I mean, you're not going to get any contact or anything ever in these camps when you're a quarterback. It's the right thing to do in both these guys' situations.
I agree completely. And, specifically with Tua, you've added Odell Beckham Jr., who's going to be your number 3. But, you've got to find some sort of rhythm with him because if you can, having him as your number 3, that can be a tremendous and even better Miami offense. I don't know. I think I know if you're Miami what you do with Tua.
What do you do?
Well, I think you've got to re-sign him. I mean, this is a guy that – and I saw Orlovsky say this last night on Twitter. Every meaningful category over the last 2 years, he's basically led the league in it. And there were 2 questions about him. Can he give you a full season of football? And can he win for you in the postseason? He's answered one of those, and the other one is unanswered right now. But I think anymore in the NFL, if you've got a quarterback that can lead the league in every meaningful category, can play every game, he's answered 2 of the 3 most important questions. You got to re-sign him.
Yeah, and I forgot who the NFL insider, I saw this interview yesterday, but they were talking about the next big quarterback to sign, and he believes it's going to be Jordan Love. But then he said probably Tua, and Dallas probably drags their feet on Dak.
Yeah. Now I want to go to Trevor Lawrence though. Like again, I think
I don't know.
I think it's complicated with him. I mean, what do you do if you're Jacksonville?
I really don't know.
The guy hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been great either.
I think you got to sign him just like Tua.
You know where they are. They're where I say you never want to be as an NFL team. You never want to have the quarterback that's 10 to 15 because you almost have to re-sign him, but you, in your heart of hearts, you don't think he can lead you to a Super Bowl.
But that could be Tua too.
No, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Now, I will say Tua has led the league in passing, which tells you he's got potential to be more than 10 to 15, right?
Right.
But I think that's where Trevor Lawrence is. I think if you start ranking your NFL quarterbacks, you're going to get to Trevor in the 10 to 15 window. And that's the window where if you're an NFL team, you're like, crap. If we don't re-sign this guy, we got to draft, and there is no guarantee you can draft a guy that's 15 or better.
And that's the problem.
But if we do re-sign this guy, I don't know that I'm sold he can get me where I want to go.
You can't really roll the dice on this year sitting back and waiting because if they dominate this year, then you're going to get completely smoked on what you got to pay these guys.
Yeah, because then he's a free agent.
Right.
This sounds stupid to say, but understand what I'm saying. As an NFL fan, I'd rather my team have quarterback number 30 in the league than quarterback number 15.
So you'd rather be the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep, because I
than
know
the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I know what I got to do.
Because there's a quarterback going as OTA start in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And if you're not keeping up, it is Gardner Minshew versus Aiden O'Connell.
Right.
One of them or both of them will start games this year for Las Vegas.
And you know what? It's probably going to result in me drafting early enough to get a better quarterback than those guys.
Yeah, that's what sucks, though, man. I mean,
I know it sucks.
You're just flushing a year.
You are, but I mean, sometimes you have to do that in the NFL.
And sadly, you may be flushing a career in Antonio Pierce. This may be the only chance he gets to be the head coach.
Yeah.
You know, he took over as an interim last year. He's retained as the head coach, and now he's got to navigate maybe his only year of being the head coach. They may not give him a chance to, and then he's got a rookie quarterback.
Well, and you
ask Arthur Smith about that.
Yeah.
Who else is pissing their career away right now is Devontae Adams.
Yep.
You're there, and you're relying on Minshew or O'Connell to be a guy that's going to get you enough touches.
Yeah. Like I got several friends that are Titans fans, and when they got Ryan Tannehill, they were all excited about it. And I'm like, guys, I've watched him every Sunday he's ever played. Like, you're not getting a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl for you. You guys are excited because it feels like an upgrade right now. And sure enough, Tannehill went in and he played decently early on. But I'm like, this guy is not going to get you to the Super Bowl. You have just signed a guy that's a perennial 10 to 15 quarterback. And those guys don't get you to Super Bowls.
Even in fantasy football, Troy says 13th quarterback taken.
Trevor Lawrence? That's about where I'd have him. Yeah.
I can't believe people are already drafting. I talked to somebody last week, and they were like, we had our rookie protection draft. I don't know what the hell that is.
I mean, those are keeper leagues, right? So you almost have the same calendar as you have with the NFL.
Is it just a reason for guys to get together and drink?
Hammer some beers.